If you're ready for the next, come and step into the room. Pop up, show out, let the city see you move. Real opportunity at Pop-Up Palooza. From the streets to the suites, yeah, we changing the rules. If we win, we all win. Pop-Up Palooza.
And welcome back to another episode of the Pop-Up Palooza podcast. I am one of your hosts, Sunkiss. You can call me Kiss. To the right of me, we have Buddha. And to the left of me, we have Zoe. We have our main man Bugs on the boards today. And we are discussing, in this first episode, the entrepreneurial mindset. And we have a few topics at hand that we want to discuss. And this is an open forum for all of you. Get into the chat, get involved. Don't forget to go to popappaloozapodcast.com, also to our Instagram page, TikTok, and also Twitter, which is now X. But everybody still says Twitter.
Can't
Still
say Twitter
says
no more.
Twitter. All right, let's get right into it. All right. So as I said, we're talking about the entrepreneurial mindset. And again, our podcast, our company, our business, each individual within our team, we always want to make sure that we keep an open forum, an open platform to small businesses and large businesses as well who want to collaborate and expand their brand. So again, let's talk about the entrepreneurial part of this all. And what makes someone finally take the leap? Like, is it being fearful? Like, what's your thought on it? Like, who wants to jump in first?
Take the leap into entrepreneurship.
Mhm.
Oh man, shit. There's gonna be so many things. Some people tired of fed up of their job.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people tired of being broke. For me, it was multiple streams of income. Once I learned that was the secret to success, then I was like, entrepreneurial spirit it just got in me. Pause. But just the idea of being independent, because I learned one thing, that your company will replace you at any moment, anytime.
Mm-hmm.
So some people, if they feel vulnerable, stuff like that, some people just fed up. They're just like, I'm tired of working for somebody else. I want to do something for myself.
Okay.
So that's what I've come across.
So wanting to be totally independent away from the restrictions of corporate America.
Even though learning that there's still restrictions in work when you're an entrepreneur.
Right.
And I would say
How about
more of it is the pivot.
Mm-hmm.
Things happen. Life, as you say, life be
life.
life.
Yeah.
And sometimes the only rational pivot
Mm-hmm.
is to do it yourself. Get on your own feet.
Facts.
Whether it's whatever's going on, but that's the only way you can do it, is the pivot.
Well, speaking of pivoting, sometimes even with both of you have very, very good points, and I agree with both of them. But there tends to be, especially in our community, it tends to be a fear of starting up on your own, especially if you've been working with a company for so long and you're restricted within a certain brand.
I would say, not to always be speaking, but
Mhm.
I learned something a little bit different, especially on this travel of
Mhm.
entrepreneurship.
Okay.
You should treat your job, if you're tired of it or not, regardless of how you feel, treat your job as a business partner. Use the funds and use your resources that you gathered over your years of working there,
Okay.
and
Now,
use
you're
that
talking
towards your independence.
you're talking about someone that's already been established. You're not talking about
No,
someone...
I'm talking about somebody who's working. If they working
Oh,
9
okay,
to
okay.
5,
Okay,
9 to
okay.
5,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
And they got this drive. They want to sell pencils.
Right.
Want to sell pencils, right? They saw the flavor pencil. They coming out with a great design,
Mhm.
and they have a product that they want to put out. So instead of this, I'm gonna quit my job, and then no, use a job, which is your business partner, because that's what it is. Use your business partner.
Using like an investor.
Using like an
Right.
investor.
Investor.
Right.
That's right. They're your angel investor.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned that is the best way to like launch your entrepreneurial job, because you'll soon see that, I'm gonna go into work every day because I know I'm gonna give these 8 hours,
Mhm.
and that money that I'm gonna get at the end of the week or into 2 weeks or whatever it is, I'm gonna take a certain percentage of that and put it into my business.
So
Mhm.
so what's the perfect timing then? Like because if if I'm working at a company for 5 years, right? I accrue, I save, I'm enjoying my life. I'm working at a job. I'm learning the business. I'm building up my resume. I'm 5 years in. Would you say that's a good time to start on your own, or would you say 10 years in, or would you even say a year in?
How old are you?
See, I
Okay.
don't think.
So
I
are we
know
talking
no
about? Are we
age.
talking about?
No,
No, I'm
I
saying
know.
I don't think you can put a time frame or
Yeah,
age
that's what
limit
I say.
on
You
it
can't.
Okay.
because it's kind of like. And I'm thinking about what someone told me. It's kind of like porn. You know, you
Wait,
know.
hold on, hold on,
I know that's
wait,
on
wait,
a little
wait, wait,
left,
wait,
but
wait. Where we going? Where we
no,
going?
I'm just saying
If
this.
you,
But
we
I'm
can go
saying
down that road.
when you know, I'm saying
Stay
when
on
you
point.
know it's when you know,
Mhm.
you know.
Right.
So you could be at your job for a week and be like, yo, I gotta do something else. Or you could be like 10, 20 years and be
Shit,
like,
yeah.
it's time
Yeah.
for me to
Right.
I
move
was at
on.
20 years when I figured it
Yeah,
out.
so it's all about when you decide, not even because a lot of times it's not even a decision. And I'll give you two examples of people I know who started their own business or side hustles who
Okay.
had successful 6-figure jobs
Okay.
and decided to do something different. One with the cupcakes, and I'm quite sure you have one of them cupcakes. I'm not
Yeah.
going to I'm not going to say a business right now because it's not time to say it. But her cupcakes, she was doing the cupcake things, and now she makes cakes for uh uh high profile people
Like
and,
entertainers and
and
stuff like that.
entertainers
Right.
in the
Right. Right.
black community.
Catering,
Right.
yeah.
All right. No, she just make cakes, not full
Right.
catering, just make a cake.
Well, I'm just saying catering
Yes,
cakes. Yeah, yeah.
but
Right.
she's already had a successful job. She's already in the 6 figures.
Mhm.
Then I have another friend who are in the finance world, make a lot of money in the finance world, but decided, hey, this is not my calling.
Right.
And they use their job as an investor into their real dreams. And now he has 2 albums out,
Mm.
which again,
Mm.
not the time to speak on it, but
Right. No,
so you
absolutely.
never know which. In both cases, it was never a financial thing.
Right.
It was just something that they pivoted to.
Right.
So
Yeah. Sometimes it's the job itself. I know another brother who was 20 years like me.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him a what's called a package. You know, a lot of people know in the tech realm they get a package,
mhm.
and he's been blossoming. He's got like 3 or 4 different businesses, travels the country and everything. You never know at the time, but I guess it's always, are you going to step up to that plate?
Yes.
Are you going to be serious about that business? And people say, oh, yeah, I want to be an entrepreneur, but it's work in that. You know, there's work in that entrepreneurial game. You know, sometimes it's more work than your regular job. You're
Right.
giving more than 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You might be 12, 14-hour days, no sleep,
And
you know. So
and I
it's
say
all
also,
about what you want.
and also, I think a lot of people not prepared to give up their comfort. There's a certain
Very
there's
good.
there's a
Very good.
certain comfort in guaranteed
Steady check.
fed.
Right.
Yeah.
When you guaranteed fed. Until recently, and I'm gonna say recently is COVID. Until recently, everyone was living on a guaranteed fed bandwagon. Like I'm guaranteed fed. I just will do my 40 hours or whatever, and I'll get my guaranteed check, pay my bills, everything's good.
Right.
COVID changed all that. You know, so now you became more I have to pivot to something else, you
Right.
know?
Right.
Right.
And then after that, when I Cheeto in charge, who made a lot more people unemployed.
Mhm.
So now a lot more people have to figure it out.
Right.
And figuring it out sometimes finding that one thing that you're decent at, but you never really let it blossom. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what do you say to those individuals that have started, and I'll kind of just wrap up with this last question. What do you think of individuals that have either started their own companies or partnered with someone and something occurred where they got burnt in the interim? So maybe money was quote unquote lost. There's a disagreement on how decisions should be made. Like what would you say to everyone who is probably partnering with someone, be it someone out of college or even in their late 40s, 50s, 60s, and they're partnering with someone, like what type of suggestions would you give in order for them to avoid that type of like breakup or
Oh, the breakup.
safeguard yourself.
I was gonna say there's no real safety
Well,
net.
I-
Like you want a little bit of failure so that you know what not to do.
Well, and I would I would give them the same advice I would give to someone in a dating situation. You live and you learn.
Right.
Move on.
Right.
There's nothing else you can do. Either live in that moment for the rest of your life or you move on.
Right.
So would you say a lot of opportunities are lost by someone
if they don't stick with it, like if
Yeah,
when
so-
I hope when he said move on, not move away from your
No,
dream.
when I say move on, when I say move
Keep
on
going.
from that situation.
Right. Keep
That-
going.
okay.
Because remember, it's like
going.
remember there's always something that you stumble upon.
Right.
And you've gotten better because you kept going, not
Gotcha.
because you sat there and stayed with that stumble. You know what I'm
Show
saying?
me a successful person that has not failed, and I'll show you a person that's not really successful.
Yeah. Can't succeed without failing.
Can't succeed without failure. People try, they try.
Right.
They try to create these little safety nets and these little guardrails and everything, but life be life.
Life be life.
You know
Life
what I mean?
hard. Life
So-
life's you
Right.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jules again. So there's always a way to pivot. There's always a way to set yourself up for success. Again, you're hearing it here first. Papa Palooza podcast. We're going to take a break and come right back after these messages. And welcome back again to the Papa Palooza podcast, where we make sure that we talk about the topics, which today's topic is entrepreneurialism and entrepreneurship, how to start your own business, when to start, how to start. What are those questions? What are your fears? What are those, those ebbs and flows that you need to overcome in order to establish your own company? Our company, Matrix 7 Limited Liability Company, is composed of 7 members, including myself, Buddha, Zoe, our other partners, C's, Sess, KD, and Bugs, who's literally on the boards right now, sipping on some ginger ale, probably not really paying attention to what I'm saying. But anyway, and Papa Palooza, this podcast and the company is also curated underneath that umbrella of Matrix 7. But primarily what we do is we have created this platform and this base for smaller companies, mom and pop companies, individuals, groups that have a particular project, be it in AI, digital, if it's from a manufacturing standpoint, clothing, books, whatever it may be. This is the platform that you need to be on to help to expand your brand. Zoe, Zoe, pardon me. Buddha,
We all look the same.
We all look like. Don't worry about it.
Buddha, my bad. Buddha, what would you like to add to what we do?
Well, also don't forget the actual pop up itself, because pop up Palooza.
Yes.
We'd like to,
That's a
streaming live when we're at the pop up Palooza, when we're having those events, and we'll see us sitting down and interviewing all the people who are bringing their products and everything to the game.
Yeah, it's an ecosystem, like a mushroom belt. You're coordinating.
It's coordinated.
Coordinating. Yeah.
All right, Pops.
Yeah.
What about you, Zoe? What do you add to it?
Well, you said it eloquently. Everything.
Mhm.
He encompassed everything in one whale swoop.
The day and age that we're in right now, there are a lot of entrepreneurs that come and go, right? Like, and one thing that I think we discussed prior to going to break is that it's something that you really have to stick to. Make sure that you draw yourself out a business plan, start asking questions, do your research. Don't be afraid to share your idea to a certain extent, right? Because your IP is very important, right? So, Bugs, what are the top 5, since we're talking black entrepreneurs for this year so far?
2026. Top. Actually, I got 10,
Good question.
but I'll go with 5, right? And they all got a B next to the name.
Okay.
Alexander Karp, CEO and founder of some technology company. He's currently the richest Black American.
Oh, Palantir.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
His wealth is it's surged in 25. jumped in on AI.
Yeah, for real.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So his number is 13.4 billion.
Mm.
David Stewart, 12.4 billion, co-founder and chairman of Worldwide Technologies, the largest black-owned business in the U.S.,
Mhm.
with over 20 billion in annual revenue. Robert F. Smith, we know him very well, 10 billion, founder of the Vista Equity Partners,
Yep.
largest black-owned private equity
Can't
firm.
believe that, brother.
Right.
Uh, I knew he was on the list. I didn't know it was so high. Michael Jordan, 4.3 billion, beyond basketball, entrepreneurship, restaurants, clothing, etc. Generate 7 billion annually since 23, which is crazy.
Mm.
The Queen.
Can we count celebrities as like entrepreneurs? Like, cause they
Well,
already have like I
Well,
I like how you did it. You created a ecosystem from scratch, working a 9 to 5. Not gonna say the company, but you know,
oh, we're gonna say
So
that.
I-
from the
so I
beginning.
don't-
No, not
Mm-mm.
property.
No, not-
God, I'm not talking about property. God, I'm talking about the company.
Oh, the
Ernst-
company.
his
the
business,
company.
his business
Oh.
partner.
His business
His
partner,
business
investor.
partner. His
Okay,
business
right.
partner, his investor.
Right.
investment.
You know what I mean?
Um,
But property of God, by the way, is always. I mean, we
Yes.
try to keep it flowing.
On Instagram
those-
and Twitter,
Gotta
I
get
noticed
sexy,
that
we
you
said.
went to the deepness.
Facebook as well.
so Buddha, I definitely agree with what you guys are saying, but you can't ignore the fact.
Oh no,
I mean,
can't ignore the numbers
Well-
because I'm surprised Shaq ain't on that list.
well, so
Yeah.
to finish the thought, they were entrepreneurs at something at some point. It's just we know who they are now, right? So,
Right.
or Oprah became Oprah, who's the queen,
Facts.
and she's
Facts.
2 billion. She
Facts.
When she was
Mike-
doing trash TV in Chicago.
Right.
She had her, and Mike Jordan in Brooklyn shooting in his backyard before,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
So like
Point taken.
they were entrepreneurs at some point.
Right.
Point taken.
Yeah.
Point taken.
So I'll sum it up. Oprah Winfrey 3.2, Sean Carter 2.8. I'm not even going to try to butcher this brother's name. Abio, chairman of CEO of Global Infrastructure Partners, GIP.
Okay.
He's 2.5. I don't want to do that to him publicly. And David Grain 2.3. And he's newer on the list.
Mm.
So
Is that a complete like list? Because one
No,
one
'cause,
no, I'm very
Well,
curious
yeah,
about one guy.
I just wanted to know who the top five.
No, no.
But who are you talking?
Byron Allen.
Byron.
So-
Nah, not
so
yet.
I-
Not yet.
So
No, I know he's high up
He's
there.
high, but not I think
Because
billionaires club.
I'm just saying his entertainment portfolio is
He
kind of
took a hit. He took a massive
hit?
hit last
What-
year.
what
Last year, yeah, because the linear TV, we all going to streaming. He's got a lot of
Oh.
local networks.
Oh.
Yeah.
He got a lot of.
But
local
I know-
networks.
You
I
know what?
know-
That was a continuation of him trying to acquire those.
Yeah, yeah. and then
So-
that
so it was
whole
just bad
Warner
timing, I
Brothers,
think.
Oh, it's bad?
ET
Oh,
and everything,
okay.
it
But again,
just swung.
this is another example of you sticking with your guns. Don't accept failure.
Oh,
Continue
no.
with it.
That
Right.
brother-
Still build your
You
business.
ever
out.
listen to his story talking about the kitchen table?
Oh.
Almost losing the house and everything. Byron Allen's an awesome story.
No, I did
Awesome
not.
story.
I did not realize how big Byron Allen was.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. But
I thought he was just a comedian at one time,
No,
I didn't
he
even know
was.
that.
and
Yeah.
yes,
I knew
Yeah,
him
he
as a
was-
comedian.
I knew him as a comedian first,
Absolutely.
and I wasn't, a big fan.
Mhm.
'Cause
but
it's
then-
funny.
I-
Sorry, Byron, if
No,
you
no,
out
no,
there,
no.
I love you.
First of
I
all,
love you, man.
First of all,
What's it
that's not fair because comedy is subjective.
It is. It is.
It wasn't
So,
funny to you.
It wasn't funny to
Us.
you. It wasn't funny to
That's
you
right. Sometimes I like dry humor. So
or
I get
me.
you. I get you.
So it wasn't funny
Or
to
me.
you or me. But
I think Buzz.
that's how I knew. Oh, Buzz thought he was hilarious. That's what he said.
Eddie Murphy.
But you know who I'm surprised is not on the list? I've been watching, and really, she has really took it to a whole new level because the wife loves all the stuff. Rihanna.
Yes.
Rihanna made a
Yes,
billion,
she
I think,
made-
maybe 1 point something, but she did it like she took
Gradually?
the music stardom, but
But-
changed it over to the whole women's wellness and women's
Yeah.
upkeep and
Mhm.
lingerie
So from
and everything.
granular.
And
Yeah.
from the bottom
Right.
up, that Fenty Savage, oh my God, it's killing them.
Well,
killing 'em.
this is on my radar. Kev on stage. Kev on stage. Yeah, yes, that man has his network.
He's expanded.
He's
his,
expanded his
Yeah.
book. And the fact that
He's a
you don't
comedian.
know Kevin on stage. Matter of fact, Kevin on stage also put his peoples on in that
Excuse me.
what commercial was that for some is it cable sort of thing? And he put damn all these dudes on. They all funny. They all on
Plastic
YouTube.
Cup Boys.
No, not the plastic.
Oh,
Cup.
I
that's
think that's
Kev.
Kevin Hart.
That's Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
Kevin on stage.
But if you mean like granular from like I watched from like Instagram, it has to be Christian comedy. Christian comedian, I think his name is. I'm sorry for jacking your name up, but this the uncle looking through the blinds, looking at people cooking in the beginning.
Yes.
And he does stand up.
Yes.
Stand up, he always like getting people involved. Yeah, dude is fun.
And also Ryan Davis.
Christian Johnson comedy.
The food dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yes,
food
him.
dude. Yeah. Him and the little puppet now.
Hilarious.
Oh man.
And
Oh,
there's another guy that dude like little kids pause. Misspoke.
This is wrong time.
On that note,
Anyway, so
But
going
yeah.
back to the millionaires.
Right.
Going back to the millionaires. So again, there's opportunity there.
Billionaires.
Billionaires. Pardon me,
Billionaires.
billionaires.
Byron Allen would be
Thank you.
brilliant.
See, that's why you have to have the production team involved.
You have to go low.
All right,
You go low.
go along
Gotta
the
go
production
deep.
team. All right. So,
But there was a struggle in every one of those stories, except for like that's why I wanted to keep the athletes out of it, because as an athlete, you get tons of people coming to try.
but
okay,
in
so
Jordan,
But when Bug said, practicing.
but in
I get that
Jordan's,
part.
but in Jordan's is distinctly different because he was an entrepreneur technically before he was in the NBA.
right, because how
Oh,
the
really?
contract
Technically,
was signed out.
the way his contract was
Yeah,
was
was
a
built
business
out.
is built
Oh,
out
okay.
as a business,
Yeah.
and they took a chance on him as a business more than they took a chance on him of course as an athlete. But
That's why I just like to keep it separate because there's automatic.
So let's
It's automatically almost with that. When you're an athlete, it's
not automatic.
almost.
another company though. Another company is Property of God.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's talk about Property of God and how it was established
Oh,
and
book on y'all.
the build out where it is today.
Huh.
Bugs, you want to give us this about a minute? A quick.
Take a couple of seconds.
Well, I would love to get a full episode. I'm just bragging.
Oh no,
We take it.
Let's get that episode.
Jokingly. 2016, I reestablished my relationship with God and realized that on my search, it wasn't cool. Right, this was before Fear of God. This is before
Right.
it's Dope and everybody else. And I'm not saying that those brothers and all those fashion industries that they're killing it. Right, they're long.
I got you.
Right.
But in 2016 is when I first pressed my first Property of God piece of merchandise, and it caught some traction right here in the tri-state area, and I've been doing it ever since. So I wouldn't say we're big. We're still localized. I do a lot of custom stuff here and there, but started as a rekindling or regrowth in my religion, my faith to God, and making it cool, and not being here to like try to make money from it, but actually like spread the word of God. So.
So this is where you tend to see individuals such as yourself with a brand that is genuine and how it can actually grow on its own. So to wrap up, and we're gonna just take a brief break. What's the Instagram page, website? How can people contact you?
So website propertyofgodclothing.com. Instagram is property_of_God, and we're all over. It's all the socials, all that kind of stuff. Actually, if you come to our website, follow us on the website, you'll get informed in what we have going on. Again, this is a lot of the reason for the birth of Papapalooza.
Yeah.
Try to bring some entrepreneur, some light into entrepreneurship to some.
Wait, I just got to talk about how our producer's phone wasn't on silent. Just to let y'all
after
know.
he told us,
After you screamed on us, y'all. After the brother screamed on us about our phones.
It was the timer to make sure we don't do what I'm doing. Being too long-winded.
Well, let me save you on that note. Everyone, we'll be back after these messages.
Dope.
the only thing is,
Yellow diamonds in the light. Now we're standing side by side as the shadow crosses mine. What it takes to come alive. It's the way I'm feeling. I just can't deny. But I gotta let it play the light. Now it's
And welcome back again to the Papa Palooza podcast. We're here talking about entrepreneurial mindset, on becoming an entrepreneur, what's leading to that, having no fear, jumping right into it, asking questions, doing your research, using us, Papa Palooza, as a platform to get your business out there. So we're going to do a quick little lightning round here, little game of leave your job or keep it. So, Buddha, would you leave your job or keep it?
Keep it.
Okay, and why?
Because that, like I always say, I always go back to that's my angel investor. Even though it's me working, I'm gonna use those funds that are gonna be there no matter what. I know we call it comfortable, but if you're using it in the right way and not just using to pay bills and run to the club and pop bottles, if you're putting that effort and those funds into your business, that's a business partner that you have that's gonna always be there as long as you're there.
Right.
So I'm gonna say keep it.
Okay. So,
And
leave it or keep it?
oddly enough, I will leave it.
Okay.
The-
Tell us why.
The freedom of it.
Mhm.
I mean, I know it's gonna be long, hard days and nights, and you always gotta be there and present.
Mhm.
But the fact that it's on your time,
Right.
Right.
and your time is more valuable than anything else.
Get it.
So if I had the option,
That's good.
if I had the option,
If you had the
If you had
option.
because remember,
Right.
because remember,
Right.
everything in this is hypothetical
Right,
anyway.
right.
Mhm.
So it's not. But I would leave my job for the freedom,
Yeah.
Okay.
just for the freedom.
I'm with that.
Okay. Me personally, my background being in the fitness industry, I work for like one of the largest fitness companies. Has the letter X in it. I'll leave their name out. You can guess what that is. But the one thing I learned working with that company is that it helped me to build my own sense of independence, because I'm not necessarily like an employee, but I'm contracted by them. So in doing so, yes, am I getting paid through the company? However, you learn to build your own business
Right.
from the ground on up, right? Developing a client book, learning how to communicate with those clients, scheduling, setting appointments, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So for me, I would say hypothetically, at this point, I could quit, because I'm established enough. I know how to run a business within that industry on my own, where I could go out on my own and do that. So yeah,
So it already sounds like you got the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually.
You sound like you right
Mhm.
Yeah.
where you
I
supposed
had
to
to,
be.
I had to learn my entrepreneurial game and my business ownership game doing the MLM. Getting involved with other business owners.
Let them know what ML.
Multi-level marketing.
Okay.
It's where you
Mhm.
some people call it a pyramid scheme, some people call it different names, but what they do teach you is that you have to promote yourself as a business
Right.
and present yourself as a business.
Right.
And once you get that mindset as a business owner,
Mm-hmm.
it changes things and how you think and how you move. And it's just like you said, like one thing I will say about that, where, okay, if I wanted to put a caveat on my question, on my answer,
Mhm.
where I would quit is to take the risk.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't want to take that risk because the comfort of the job. But I don't want to be in the comfort of the job just to have a job to pay the bills. Now,
Right.
I want to keep the job just to keep my
No, to keep-
capital coming in
Right. Right.
to work to put towards my
So
business.
you just want to keep your biggest
So-
investor.
Right.
Right.
But taking that aside,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
you have to take that risk in order to, like I said, feel free enough to. I'll give you an example. I'm in between jobs right now, even though I'm going back to the job that I'm at,
Mm-hmm.
because I was a contractor.
Right.
So they wanted me as a regular employee,
Mm-hmm.
which I am taking this time in between to go handle my businesses.
Okay.
Got a lot of things going. Rental properties are going. They're going to probably be, occupied and everything. But I noticed I had the freedom to move
Mm.
and do what I want to do. But the caveat is because I'm so, let's say, structured with how I do my finances and everything,
Mm-hmm.
the bills that I don't worry about are going to be slacking for a couple of weeks
Right.
because of how I situate this.
Just out of
So
curiosity.
now you have that. Now you
No,
have
no,
established yourself for
curiosity.
yourself.
Right.
What is a bill you don't care about?
All my bills. Whenever I'm working,
No, I'm saying because
when I say don't care about,
no,
meaning it's
no,
paid.
No, oh, okay.
Hey.
'Cause
Oh, that's
I
what-
thought
yeah,
because that's another reason that I think trap people is bills. So
Yes.
so maybe people don't understand that there are some bills that really you shouldn't have or you shouldn't care
Oh,
about as
that's
much as you
absolutely.
should.
Oh my God.
'Cause there's a lot of people-
That's a whole nother
Yeah, that's
episode.
a whole other.
That's
so-
a whole-
Yeah, I'm just saying a lot of people let a
Structuring it,
bill
yeah.
trap
That's
them.
what I meant by wasting
Okay,
money.
okay,
That's what I
yeah.
meant by
Right.
wasting money. Paying credit card bills for things that you shouldn't be buying.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had that discussion.
No, we had that
also. It's
discussion.
another episode.
That's another
of
episode.
Being financially illiterate.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some people don't understand it.
That's
It's
the
a
thing
big
is-
part of it. And when you're financially literate, it can really be structured and disciplined about what you're doing with this job. Because I always tell people, like, if I put on a uniform for those 8 hours, yes, that's what I'm doing.
So from gathering your information, researching, having the experience, getting your feet wet, having the determination, would you say overall, and to kind of sum this up, that it's more of a psychological thing where
Absolutely.
you have to be
Oh man,
like
beautiful.
really, really like mentally aware and have all your ducks in a row, have everything listed out in a sense. And again, does it have to be extremely structured? No, right? Because you're experimenting, you're trying to see like, how do I approach it? Who do I speak to, et cetera?
I don't think you could make it that black and white. Because some people
I mean, from a psychological.
No, I'm saying
the
no.
psychological.
Some people don't see it that way.
Mhm.
Some people move direction they just move in.
Right.
And they don't think so much is this is the progression of or this. Well, let's say I need this, so I got to get that first.
Right.
I need this, now I got to get that first. So this
That can
keep
stop you sometimes.
no, I'm not, no,
Yeah.
no. What I say is, listen, all right. You don't think about you don't realize that you're on the journey.
Mm.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Mhm.
So you don't have okay, I'm going to do this step to get to this, I'm going to get that. What you say is, well, I have to, let's say if this is going to work. Let's say we're going to work.
Mhm.
You don't sit there and have a plan and say, I got to do this to get to work. He says, well, I need to be there. So the first thing I do is get on the train.
Mhm.
So my plan is to get on this train.
Right.
Now, you don't just get on the train. Now you got to make sure you got the train fare. So now you get in the train fare. So now you're just going from train fare to train to location. Now I got to walk. So you're just doing what you have to do to get to your
Right.
thing, but you're not really
So
Structured
so
plan.
essentially
Yeah.
essentially what you're doing is you're creating habits, right?
habits.
You're creating habits because the same thing happens when someone comes in and says, "Oh, I want to lose weight or I want to gain
Mhm.
muscle." And just piggyback on what you said, it's that like, okay, you don't know how to structure your food. You don't know, okay, how did you get here today? Oh, I walked. Okay. Walk from where? My building. But in your building, where did you come from? My apartment.
Mhm.
Oh, I was in my bed. I got myself together. So everything that you do from the
Yep.
time you open your eyes is
There you
already
go.
structured,
There you
Mhm.
go.
right? There's some structure
Some
to it. So when someone says they don't have structure,
No, there's
I'll
structure.
there's
disagree.
structure.
No, there's always
Gotcha.
structure.
Yeah,
It's just, is it leading in the path of where
Yes.
you want it to be successful,
Mhm.
right?
and
So
I would say just on
Yeah.
that, do those same things
Mhm.
like you're doing for the job
right,
for
For
yourself.
yourself. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's it.
right, with
Yes.
with as much passion and focus as possible, as
Correct.
if you were working for someone.
Correct.
Uh,
That was dope.
but real quick, Bugs, would you leave or?
I'm mixed on that. In the words of Fabulous, if you never have a plan B, you can only count on your plan A. But sometimes that isn't applicable to some
Right.
people, right? So, and as long as you have the discipline and you put the reps in, right?
Yeah.
In case you know better than anybody, the muscle doesn't pop out until you go through some pain. So do the push-ups, do the reps, get the discipline, and then eventually you quit. But I say keep the angel investor as well.
Keep that
Right,
angel
right.
investor, baby.
Yeah, keep it in your back pocket. All right, everybody. Thank you again for joining us on the Papapalooza podcast. We will have our next episode that you should not be missing. Definitely hit the like button, subscribe, go to our website, go to our Instagram page, Twitter page, Facebook, Papapalooza podcast. Everything's right there on the screen at the bottom. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, share it with everyone. And again, success. I'm your host, Sunkiss, host Buddha, Zoe, Bugs Behind the Board. Shout out to our other partners as well as the phone rings. And thank you again for joining us. See you next time.
Peace. That was dope.
And building something bigger than our views. If you're ready for the next, come and step into the room. Pop up, show out, let the city see you move. Real opportunity at Pop-Up Palooza. From the streets to the suites, yeah, we changing the rules. If we win, we all win. Pop-Up Palooza.